Welcome to Equipped in 5 minutes, one scripture, and one challenge to help us start the week ready to lead. Today, we're talking about why strength was never meant to operate alone. A lot of us know how to keep moving when the load gets heavy. We answer the call, solve the problem, cover the shift, and handle the bill, and tell everybody that we are fine. Responsibility matters. Men should be dependable, but there is a point where dependability quietly turns into isolation. We may have men around us who know our schedule but do not know our struggle. They know what we produce, but not what the pressure is doing inside of us. We keep carrying because asking for help feels like weakness, or because we do not want to become somebody else's burden. Our scripture today comes from Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 6, where Nehemiah says, "So we rebuilt the wall until all of it was joined together up to half its height, for the people had a mind to work." The wall moved forward because the people had a mind to work. Not one impressive man, not one gifted leader doing every job. The people worked. Nehemiah 3 names priests, rulers, craftsmen, merchants, families, and people from surrounding towns. Different backgrounds, different skills, different sections of the wall, but one shared mission. That matters because some of us have confused strength with being the only person who can be trusted. We tell ourselves it is faster if we do it. We do not want to explain the problem. We fear somebody will see what we cannot handle. Then the load grows. Work pressure follows us home. A marriage concern stays unspoken. Temptation gets protected by secrecy. Ministry becomes one more place where we perform strength while running empty. Nehemiah gives us another picture. Men stood shoulder to shoulder. Each man carried a real part, but nobody carried the whole wall. That is not weakness. That is wise, humble obedience. Ecclesiastes says two are better than one because they have a good reward for their work. If one falls, the other can help him up. The passage does not celebrate helplessness, it celebrates strength that is connected. The New Testament says we are one body with many members. A hand is not embarrassed that it needs an eye. A shoulder does not prove its value by trying to become the whole body. Christ is the head, and each part supplies what the others need. We need to hear the balance. Brotherhood does not mean dropping our assignment on another man. The builders in Nehemiah still had sections to repair. They showed up, carried tools, stayed alert, and did the work in front of them. But personal responsibility is different from self-sufficiency. Personal responsibility says, I will faithfully carry what God gave me. Self-sufficiency says, I should not need anybody while I do it. Scripture calls us to the first and keeps confronting the second. Sometimes pride is behind our isolation. We want to be the strong one, the answer man, or the leader nobody has to check on. Sometimes fear is behind it. Maybe trust was broken before, maybe something honest was repeated, minimized, or used against us. Wisdom does not require us to tell everything to everybody. We choose trustworthy men. We look for maturity, discretion, truth, prayer, and a willingness to point us toward Christ instead of making us dependent on them. A trustworthy brother does more than agree with us. He can help us see the part that belongs to us, challenge and excuse, and stay close while we take the next hard step. He does not need to become the hero of our story. He just helps us stay faithful to Jesus. And receiving that help teaches us how to notice another man. When a dependable brother gets quiet, starts missing, or looks worn down, we can move closer and ask, what is the burden right now? Then we can listen before we try to fix it. And some burdens need more than a friend. Serious depression, danger, addiction, abuse, medical concerns, legal trouble, or financial crisis may require qualified help. Inviting a brother in can include asking him to help us make that call. Jesus is our hope. He carried the burden only he could carry. At the cross, he bore our sin and our shame. No brother can do that for us. Christ alone saves. And the Christ who saves us brings us into a family. He does not rescue us into private Christianity. His grace frees us to stop performing, to confess our need, receive help, and use our strength to help another man stand. Godly strength does not prove it can carry everything. It knows what must be carried together. So here's your Monday challenge. Name one real burden you have been carrying alone. Do not choose the safest, most polished version. Name the work pressure, family concern, spiritual struggle, decision, or responsibility that is getting heavier in isolation. Then choose one trustworthy brother and invite him into one concrete part of it. Ask him to pray with you, check in this week, help with one task, sit in on one conversation, or help you find a qualified support. Keep carrying your part. Just stop pretending it is the whole wall. Ask the Lord to show us where pride, fear, or disappointment has pushed us into isolation, and to give us the humility to receive help and the strength to help another brother stand. Then take the next faithful step. Lead with strength, serve with humility, love like Christ, be strong, and lead well.